Hello everybody, I'm Rhythm and welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be about top 5 brushes that a makeup beginner needs. So if you're interested in this video, stay tuned. If you think you like what you see, please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button down below. With all that being said, jump into the video. So before we start with our brushes, I just want to give you a brief introduction to the makeup brush world. So there are a lot of brushes available in the market, from synthetic hair to real hair, and there are a lot of sets available. But what would I recommend to you guys is to probably invest in a set of brushes that is not too expensive, and then you can see which brush you prefer or which brush you're more inclined towards, and then you can buy that separate brush from a good brand. Because sometimes you order a set, and to be honest, I have also done that, but I have never used the entire brush from one set. Sometimes I'm more bent towards one brush, or probably a blush brush from another set. So yeah, that would be my suggestion for you guys. There are a lot of sites from where you can buy brushes. You can buy brushes from Nykaa, from Amazon, and there are a lot of other international sites like Beauty Bay, Feel Unique that do ship to India with a lot of good brands. Enough of blabbering. Let's start with our top 5 brushes that you need as a beginner. My first suggestion for you guys would be a foundation brush that is a must in your kit. So a foundation brush should be like this. It should be thick, dense, like a flat kabuki. What happens is, if you have a thick bristle brush, you have a better application of foundation, and it also covers a bigger surface, and the product usage is very little. Zoeva 104 Buffer is one of my favorite kabuki brushes. You can apply foundation, and the product usage is very little. When you use such a brush to apply foundation, there are no strokes. It's very easily blendable, and the application is super easy. I can also suggest you, there's a Morphe Y6 and the Zoeva 104. These brushes are good. They are like a typical flat kabuki style, and PAC also has few brushes. PAC brush number 257, and there's one more. Everything will be linked in the description below. If you don't get these brushes, there is something from PAC as well, and PAC also has very good brushes. I've used them myself and they are very good. So yes, my suggestion for you guys would be a flat kabuki brush for a foundation. The second brush in your kit as a beginner, I would suggest you to get a concealer brush. So concealer brush needs to be small, little round and thick, so that the application is easy for you guys. So if it's small, you can actually reach the inner corner and even under your lashes. Some people have really dense lower lash, so they can really push the product inside and blend it really well. So this one is from Zoeva. This is brush number 142. It's a concealer brush. I love this brush. I think you have seen, probably I've used this brush in my previous tutorials. This is a very good brush. And the other brush, which is slightly bigger as compared to this, I'm so sorry, it's a little dirty, but what you can see is this is also a round brush and also very thick, and it has the same great application for your under eye, even for your bridge of your nose, for between the forehead and on the chin. So you can really blend your product very easily if you have a thicker concealer brush which is round. Round, I would say, so that it doesn't leave any strokes and it blends very smoothly. So yeah, that's my suggestion for you guys. My third recommendation for you guys will be a blush brush. So a blush brush needs to be a little fluffy. I have two brushes that are my absolute favorite, and these need to be a little fluffy and dense at the same time. So basically, if you pick a product, you should be easily able to dab it, right? If it's too thick, then it will be only confined to a certain area. If it's a little fluffy, it's very easy to blend it over a little bigger area. My favorite brushes is from Sigma. I've used it so much that I'm so sorry the number is gone, but I'll definitely put it in the description box. And the other one is from Morphe. This is slightly smaller to this one, but you can really pick a lot of product and then blend it very easily. You'll be surprised to see how much pigment this brush can pick, and then it blends so effortlessly. My suggestion for you guys would be using blush brush as your third brush, which is a must in your kit. My fourth suggestion for you guys would be a powder brush. This is really a must because these come in quite handy. For instance, you could of course powder up your entire face with using these brushes, but also what I use is usually also sometimes for my blushes, also for contouring if I forget, under the jawline. Basically, you need to see that your powder blush have to be really fluffy and big, because it's the same thing again like a blush brush. If it's too thick, then it'll pick up a lot of product, and then it will be only be deposited more at one place. If it's more fluffy, then it's very easy to blend. This one is from Real Techniques. It's easily available in India as well. And the other one, which is my favorite, is from Sigma. It's a tapered F25. Sometimes I also use it for contouring. Looks good. Yeah, so these are my two suggestions. And my fifth and the last brush that I would suggest for you guys in your kit are eye brushes. I don't recommend using two brushes. I have a very typical style of brushes to use on eyes. They should be like these. Like if you see, they should be small and fluffy. So what happens is, as a beginner, I'm sure, like especially I speak for myself, when I was a beginner, I would only use one flat brush that we use for those eyeshadows, and I would always think, why don't am I able to blend it, or why don't I get that crease? And even the pigmentation, when I used to use with that flat brush, I used to not get that. So I realized that it's better to have a fluffy brush to put it on your crease and blend. So later on I realized that it's always better to use your finger for pigments, because they pack the product way more easily and the pigment shines way better. And to use these small fluffy brushes to blend the outer corners, or to blend in your transition shades. My favorite brushes are from Sigma. It's E25. It's a very popular brush. I know Sigma is of course not available in India, but you can get it shipped. There are, as I already told you before, there are 2-3 sites that do ship to India. I have had good experience, especially with Beauty Way, because only once or twice I was asked to pay customs, and sometimes I was just lucky because I did not have to pay any. And then these two brushes are from Morphe. This is R39 and M535. These are also very small, very good to fit your crease area and then blend your shadow. What I also like these brushes is you can also use these for highlighters, for putting up on your cheekbone, on the bridge of your nose. So yeah, these are like multifunctional brushes. If you have one small fluffy brush for your eyeshadows, I think that does the trick for you. So yeah guys, that was my suggestion and recommendation for you. Thank you so much for watching my video. If there is anything in particular that you would like to see, please let me know in the comment section down below. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm Rhythm. Hope to see you in the next video.